going on? What's up?
Come on.
What is happening? Friends and family and friends, welcome! Welcome to this week's episode of Grover Takeover. I am MT Aunt Grover. You know that I am the Grover. Before I get started, please remember that I need for you to like, comment. I need for you to subscribe. If you're watching this on YouTube, reach down and click that notification bell so that you can be notified of all available content. And share, people. Sharing is caring. That's the only way for us to get exposed to more people so you can get more of me all the time, just the way you want it. Let's make sure that you are ready for us to jump into this week's episode. Of course, I'm going to jump right in. As usual, I have a lot to talk about, and I am going to start off on the somber note. I have to talk about the 14-year-old boy, Tyrese Sampson, who died at Icon Park, amusement park in Florida. Now, in the first video that was released, because I actually saw it almost in real time, because there were 3 different videos that were recorded live when the fall happened. I happened to see the very first one that was recorded right from the view and the angle of this guy who was recording his friends who were on the ride, who were about 30 seats down from Sampson. When I saw him fall out of the roller coaster, I gave no thought to it. I'll be honest that I thought it was a hoax. I thought that this was something somebody conjured up and made on their phone, something. So I didn't even think anything of it. It wasn't, and I saw this at work. It was not until I got home that night and saw it on the actual news clips on YouTube that I realized that I watched this 14-year-old boy fall out of this ride. Now, this ride goes up really high. It drops down at 75 miles an hour. Now, Sampson's cousin says that he was turned away from 2 other rides right before this one because he was too big, as they said. Now mind you, he's 14 years old. He was 6'5" tall and weighed 340 pounds. This particular ride that he got on at the park, it has an operations and maintenance manual that I was able to get my hands on. And it said that the passenger weight limit should be 287 pounds. He weighed 340. The other rides that told him he was too big, he was probably too big for all of these rides. And this probably could have been avoided. These people are probably going to sue. This is nothing I'm not happy about it that they get to sue. None of this. This is a terrible, terrible thing. This is a 14-year-old boy who was just at an amusement park with his friend and his friend's family, and this tragic event took place. So the somber note has returned once again to its original state, but I'm about to skirt. I'm not going to stay on the somber note. Let's keep it moving because the slap heard around the world. We all know what I'm talking about. You know that Will Smith went up on the stage and slapped Chris Rock in the face at the Oscars. Now, this is my thing right here. This is where I'm about to go with this. They sit up here every year and they complain and they whine and they boycott and they talk about how the Oscars are so white, how the black people are not allowed, how the black people are not being honored for their craft. This year, not only were there a lot of the brown people nominated, but quite a few of them won. But all of the talk and focus is on the fact that Will Smith went up there and slapped Chris Rock all upon his face. We've all seen the video. A lot of us were watching it live. This took all the focus away from the fact that there were 3 female hosts. First time in Oscar history. First time Samuel L. Jackson won an Oscar. Samuel has been in 150 movies, 1,778 commercials, 1,656.38794321 documentaries, and he won an Oscar. Questlove, Questlove from the group The Roots. Questlove won an Oscar. I could go on and on and on, because something else that happened that night. They had an award show, and some people won. A lot of people. And all we've been able to talk about is Will Smith going upstairs smacking upon Chris Rock. I feel like I still can't get it out of my spirit that this was staged. I don't know everything. I don't know everything. I'm not wrong too often, but I don't know everything. But it's just, I can't get rid of it. Like, it just seemed like the whole thing was a little staged to me. You got so emotional because the man said about the G.I. Jane. G.I. Jane was a good movie. Demi Moore did great. The man didn't know the lady had alopecia across her head. That's not his fault. But you still went up there and smacked him. You said up here the Oscars are so white. They let the brown people come and somebody gets slapped the very first year that they let y'all come and really take a part and have a place in there. Will Smith got up there and cried, as expected. I was glad that he did apologize. He did apologize on Monday. Yeah, whatever. I'm about to skirt because I don't know what to say. Like, do better. That's all I can do. Do better. Do better. You didn't have to do that. You didn't have to go up there and slap that man. You could have talked to him during the commercial break. You could have pulled him aside at the after party. There's a whole array of things that could have gone differently. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it. And I feel like it was staged. I don't know why. I don't know what it was staged for. I feel like they got you guys to do this just to be like, see what happens when we bring the blacks. See, and y'all went up there and cooned and clowned and did it. I don't know. Skirting. WNB star Brittany Griner. Brittany Griner is in jail in Russia. Now, we've known this because she got arrested back on February 17th at the Moscow airport. They found vape cartridges containing cannabis oil all up and through her luggage. Now, the big thing right now, I have not talked about this because I really felt like, oh, they arrested her. They're going to let her go. They're going to keep her along. She'll be free to go out there and hoop and jump around and do her thing very quickly. But here we are. And they're talking about she may not even get a trial until May. And all this time she's locked away over there. Now, there has been minimal media coverage, and there's a good reason for that. A lot of people want to see, because she is black, they don't want to talk about Brittany Griner being taken by the Russians. The Russians took her, they kidnapped her, they threw a net over her head in the Moscow airport. And you see where I was going with that. But, no. Her family has actually asked for there to be less media coverage, and look at the paparazzi and the media actually, kind of going along with their honors and their wishes. They're doing this because they want less media coverage because they don't want her to become a political pawn. They don't want the Russians to realize that she's of any real serious value, even though she is a WNBA star. They don't want them to hold her any longer than they have to, just thinking that they're doing harm or whatever the thing is. I get it. But the WNBA needs to be doing more. They are the reason this girl went over there. Now, I'm not saying that the girl should have had cannabis oil in her bag. I'm pretty sure she probably forgot it was in there. It was probably from some other trip. You have to know where you're going. You have to make sure you take everything out of your bag. You have to know the laws and the place that you're traveling to, lest you end up in jail for months and months on end because you were too simple-minded and stupid to know that you needed to check your bag and make sure you didn't have any cannabis oil cartridges hidden and tucked away inside of your bag, lest... Skirting. Erica Campbell. Erica Campbell was, she did an interview with Claudia Jordan and the Cocktails with Queens. This consists of Vivica A. Fox, Selena Johnson, and Lisa Ray. So Erica Campbell, we all know, is the half member of the gospel singing superstar group Mary Mary. She is the solo artist of herself. You know, a lot of people didn't expect it, but when they went off and did their solo stuff, Erica became the superstar, the popular one, but she does great music. Either way, Erica got on there and they had a really in-depth discussion and talk about sexuality, about sexuality and Christian belief. It was very in depth. She talked a lot about. I feel a book coming on, but either way, she talked a lot about, you know, we all got, God created sex. We all got here through sex. You know, you can't shy away from the sex. And so I don't know where she's going with this, but either way, I just wanted to throw this in there as a little tidbit right here at the end. They talked about Erica. You know, Erica, she's got a very shapely body, and they talked about, you know, the backlash she received when she did the single cover for one of her singles wearing that fitted white dress. And people had a lot to say. You know, I feel like, you know, she's not naked. You know, she wasn't exposed in any way. It was a turtleneck dress, like her long sleeve. It just was form-fitting to her body. I mean, I get it. I get it. You don't want to feel the lust, but you feel lust. You guys all do. That's why you have husbands and wives and children, and the children did not get here through osmosis. You guys, you had sex. You had it. And now the children are here, and you want them to think, I don't know how you want them to think they got here. But either way, I don't really know what to say about this. I think I'm the wrong person. I don't even know why I talked about this. You know, I feel like, though, once you get them married, and maybe that should make it all right with you, you know. There's a lot of things that go on with a lot of religions. I know of one religion where they don't even believe in their body, their skin touching, so they put a sheet between them and cut a hole in it and do it that way. So I do hope that you have enjoyed this episode. That was TMI even for me, for my own self. I do hope that you've enjoyed this episode of Grover Takeover. Please remember that I need for you to like, comment, share, subscribe, click the notification bell, do all that great stuff. I said share, but then share again so that you can be exposed. Remember that I need for you to have a good day, to have a good night, and to have a good life. I need for you to tune in and be ready for the next episode. We're going to take right on over once again, just like we always do. Yeah, I'll see you next time on next week's edition of Grover Takeover. I love you. You know I love you.